Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is your favorite real estate agent, Dr. Yeti, and I am back with yet another video, okay? Today, I am talking to all my for sale by owner sellers, okay? You know who you are. The brave souls who decided to sell their homes without a realtor. Now, I get it. I get it. You want to save on commission, you want to have more control, and you think, how hard can it really be? But here's the thing, nearly 90% of all for sale by owner sellers eventually hire an agent after struggling to sell on their own. And nearly 71% of all real estate litigation happen due to for sale by owner transactions. So before you end up stressed out and leaving money on the table, I'm going to give you a realtor's perspective on how to actually get your home sold, even if you go for sale by owner. Let's jump right in. Pricing strategy. First things first, price it right. You got to make sure the price is right. This is where for sale by owners trip up. Okay, you may think my neighbor sold their home for $500,000, so can I. But every home is unique, even on the same street. This is your priced jewel. Okay, you have put in so much work on this house. You feel like you have done all the upgrades and everything, but I need you to understand there's a ceiling when it comes to pricing homes. Okay, you might have put in $500,000 worth of upgrades on this house, but if the average home in this market sells for $200,000, your home is not going to sell for more than $200,000. Actually, let me not say it's not. It may not. Okay. But if it's appraised, once it's appraised, the appraisal value is going to cause you to have to drop the price of the home when it gets on the market. So I need you to understand that. You can use free tools like Zillow and Realtor.com, but don't rely on them 100%. Pull recent comps, homes sold in the area within the last 3 to 6 months. Consider hiring an appraiser for an unbiased opinion. It usually costs about $400 to $600, but it can save you thousands. Listen, I want you to understand though, you don't necessarily need to hire an appraiser. You can also reach out to maybe 3 or 4 agents and ask them to run you comps. They can run you comps on your home and they'll be more than willing to do it for you. And then you have about 3 to 4 comps to compare, and then you can make a decision on what you think your home is worth. And the best part about that is that it's free. Most agents are more than willing to help. Pro tip, if your home sits too long, it's most likely because it's overpriced. Buyers will wonder what's even wrong with it, even if there's nothing wrong with the home. So you have to make sure that before you put the house on the market, the price is right. Okay? Marketing like a pro. Marketing is essential when it comes to selling real estate. Okay? So now that your price is solid, how do you get buyers to even see your home? Photos matter, okay? Bad photos equals bad first impressions. Hire a real estate photographer. It's worth the $150 to $300. Listen, I cannot count how many times I've gone by a for sale by owner listing and it looks so much better in person than it does in the photos because the photos does not capture how beautiful the home is. Okay, sometimes I have seen for sale by owner listings with a toilet being the front cover of the listing. The first thing you see when you click the listing is a toilet. I've seen for sale by owner listings that have absolutely no pictures. I've seen for sale by owner listings with junk all over the house. I've seen for sale by owner listings with blurry photos, with really just bad taken photos. Like, did you take this photo with a potato? That's how bad some of these photos are. It is essential that if you want the right person to see your home, the pictures, the presentation, it has to look good. If it doesn't look good, they're not even going to care to see the house because the pictures are worth 1,000 words. You can also leverage social media, post on Facebook Marketplace, local buy and sell groups, and even Instagram. You can also use yard signs, flyers. You might think Facebook is old school. You might think flyers, even newspapers are old school, but I need you to understand that even realtors do this. I do that. Okay. The realtors is me. I'm the realtors. Okay. We do that. We post on Marketplace, we post all over. And some realtors, they reach out to their colleagues to post their properties on their social media platforms. Now, pro tip, write a description that focuses on the lifestyle, not just the features. Instead of saying 4 bedroom house, say something like spacious family home with a backyard, perfect for summer barbecues. Buyers can connect to that. It paints a picture, a vivid picture of what to expect. Showings and open houses. Now, here's where FSBOs get nervous, okay? Letting strangers into their home. But this is where most of the deals actually happen. You must be flexible with showings. If you limit access, you also limit your offers. Stage your home. There are times where I go to a home and it's like an open layout. And I really could not picture what the decor could look like because of how open the concept is of that home. If I'm a realtor and I'm seeing that and that's how I'm thinking, that's my thought process, imagine a buyer who really doesn't have much experience with homes coming by and seeing such an open concept and they can't even picture in their minds what the home would look like if it was furnished. This is a great pro tip because if you have it staged before the pictures are taken, it could set up a stage. Remember, I told you guys that if you post your listing online, you want to make sure you have a very descriptive picture of the home when you're writing the description of the home. Now, coupled with the staging, the furniture, the decor, that will paint an even more vivid picture of the home. I've seen listings in an area that has had a hard time selling homes, and a listing sold in a short period of time. And when I went through the listing, I saw the pictures. Very beautiful, very vintage, or very unique types of pictures based on the photography and the staging of the home. You want to paint a picture to the buyers. You want to make them feel like when I buy this house, I'm going to feel luxurious or earthy or this is going to be my bachelor pad or whatever you want to sell, whatever you want to picture to the buyer. You want to make it a concept in mind when you're staging it and when you're taking pictures and when you're writing the description. You don't necessarily need to hire a stager, just declutter and depersonalize it. And when I say depersonalize, I'm referring to you putting your family photos on the wall or you putting your shoes at the front door. You want it to look like someone can live there without anyone actually living there. Okay? We don't want to see stickers on the refrigerator or very personable things that belong to you or your family. You want to declutter. Okay? We don't want to see your toothpaste on the sink when I come by and see the property. You want to make the house look like it's staged, but no one lives there. Open houses still work. Saturdays or Sundays from 12 to 3 p.m. are prime time for open houses. So really consider doing open houses. Pro tip, don't hover over buyers during showings. They will feel awkward. Okay. Let them walk around freely, but be available for questions. Don't be all over trying to see what they're doing. Okay. Negotiation. Now, let's say you get an offer. Exciting, right? Don't just look at the price. Okay. Check for contingencies, financing, inspection, appraisal, due diligence period. Check for those. Okay. Know your bottom line. What is the absolute lowest you'll go? There are countless times where I've spoken to for sale by owner sellers and I'm asking them, hey, what is your bottom line? Meaning, when you sell the house and you've paid off all commissions, you've paid off all fees, what is the minimum you want to make? Profit. And a lot of times they don't know. It is important that you know how much you want to profit. Because if you have that number in mind, it might be cheaper to go the route of hiring a realtor. Without having your bottom line in mind, hiring a realtor or not hiring a realtor will be extremely irrelevant. And you want to save up all the money in the world, but if you don't know what you're going to make at the end of this, what is the point of doing this back and forth about if you want to hire a realtor or not? You need to know what is the minimum you want to make from this sale of the home. And when you're negotiating and the buyer offers you lower than what you listed it as, you can have that room for buffer because you already know that you want to make a certain amount of money. And if it does not go anywhere lower than that, the offer may or may not be okay. So always leave room for negotiation, okay? Pro tip. Pro tip, avoid getting emotional. No, we get it. You've lived in the house for 20 something years, 30 years, 50 years, and your family grew up there and you've lived there for generations. So you have an emotional tie to this home. But I need you to understand they're going to point out flaws on your home, and you have to be okay with that. Okay? It's not personal, it's just business. Okay, if I'm going to be investing hundreds of thousands of dollars on a home, I want to make sure that everything is up to par with how I want it to be. And if I see something wrong with the house, I will address it. Okay? So, and that's just me as a buyer potentially, right? I will address the things that I see. And this is a big investment for a lot of people. So you have to understand it's not personal. They're trying to buy this house from you and they want to make sure that they are making a good investment. So don't take it personal. Don't be emotional about it. Legal pitfalls and paperwork. This is why a lot of people hire real estate agents, okay? Because of the legalities of the transactions. This is where things can get really messy. Real estate laws vary by state, and missing just one form can delay or kill your deal. Get a real estate attorney. That is a no-brainer. You need to hire a transaction coordinator or a real estate attorney to handle all your paperwork. Make sure you disclose everything, known issues, past repairs, everything. Failing to disclose can actually lead to legal headaches later. Okay, even if you don't use a realtor, don't skip the legal side. You want to save all the money, but you cannot skip on that. One mistake can cost more than a commission would ever have. So make sure that you are on top of the legal aspect of things. Now, when should you consider help? When should you consider help? Listen, I am not against for sale by owners. I love for sale by owners. I really admire that these sellers are willing to do this on their own. But listen, some for sale owners crush it. And that's awesome. But if you hit a wall, don't be afraid to call in help. If your home isn't getting offers in 30 to 45 days, something is off. Usually it's price or it's just exposure. And if you're overwhelmed by paperwork or negotiation, that's really where agents come in. You know, I work with for sale by owners all the time. Sometimes just for consulting, sometimes just to step in if needed. I, as a realtor, love to help people. And if you want to get your home sold on your own, I love to consult you and get your home sold. Selling your home on your own isn't impossible, but it does take strategy. It's a lot of strategy, a lot of patience, and a little insider knowledge, okay? Hopefully, now you feel a lot more prepared to get your home sold. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more real estate tips, and comment below if you are currently selling for sale by owner. I would love to hear your thoughts. But hey, if you get stuck and you need advice, reach out. Feel free to reach out. I'm always here to help. My contact information is in the description below. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye.